This أَفَتُمَارُونَهُ, this is the ayah we'll close with. I will get to 12 today. أَفَتُمَارُونَهُ عَلَى مَا يَرَى. Are you going to doubt him about what he sees? Are you going to doubt him about what he sees? This is a list of words in Arabic that mean doubt, that are all used in the Quran. Shubha is used in the Quran. Shak is used. Maraj is used. Labas is used. Raib is used. Raba yaribu raiban is used. Imtara yamtari, which is from this root. Tumarunahu, mirya is used. All different words. They all mean doubt. Then what's going to be the difference? The difference is not going to be in the primary meaning. The difference will be in the secondary meaning. The crazy thing is, you guys say, I can just read a translation, it's fine. You're going to read shak, shubha, maraj, mirya, labas, and raib, and all of their translations will say what? Doubt. And you're like, oh, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. They're all different because all of them have secondary meanings attached. So the secondary meaning of mirya, the word that's being used in this ayah, are you doubting him, is a specific kind of doubt. When something is crystal clear, and then you add lies to it and assumptions to it and corrupt it until people start getting confused about it, that's called mirya. So it was crystal clear to begin with, and then you started creating confusion in it and mixing it and polluting it. So the imagery of muddying the waters. The water was clear, you kept throwing mud in it. This is what you're doing with what he sees. And by the way, this might even explain the satanic verse allegation. They heard something clear and they threw mud in it. And Allah calls it out already. Are you going to be muddying it? Are you going to be casting doubt in it in regards to what he sees? And notice the previous ayah was ra'a. The heart did not lie about what he saw. He saw the angel on the horizon, what he saw. But now he says, are you going to cast doubt on him over not what he saw, but what he sees? And also not just what he sees, what he understands. This is deep. Allah is telling these kuffar, you're going to doubt him about what he not only sees, he sees the angel, but the way he sees reality, the way he sees life, the way he sees truth, the way he sees your false religion and cuts right through it, the way he sees through all of your excuses, the way that he sees, no one can see the way that he sees. His arguments are so crystal clear, and you are going to cast doubt on him. If I was to translate this in print, I would put the you in like font size 24 and then him in font size 24. You are going to put doubt on him in what he sees? Have you, in Farsi, I learned a recent phrase, Qawarit bibi? Have you seen your face? Auqat pata hai apni? Have you seen, you know who you are? Who are you talking to? Know your role. You are going to cast doubt on him? What position are you standing on? What truth are you standing on that you're going to put doubts on him? This is the mentality I want every one of you to just take this idea, this ayah's lesson, put it in a little bit of your milk and drink it and live with it. Because when people try to give you doubts about your religion, أَفَتُمَارُونَهُ عَلَى مَا يَرَى should be your attitude. Not, I'm getting confused, I'm having doubts. Listen to these words. Are these words empowering or what? Like the Prophet ﷺ's vision, his understanding, the view of the world that the Quran is giving is so powerful. How are you? Give me something that puts doubt in it. Give me something that puts doubt in it. And that's where I'm going to show you their scheme. What did I say mirya is? To take something clear and put a doubt in it. What the kuffar did this 1,500 years ago, they still do this today. They'll take one issue and they'll twist it. And they'll say, and like they'll find one pain point that can be misused. Then they'll press on it and press on it and press on it and say, Islam isn't true because of this. Look, age of Aisha, age of Aisha, age of Aisha, age of Aisha, age of Aisha. You're like, Quran, Revelation. Yeah. But what about the age of Aisha though? They'll take one thing and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And somebody will say, everything that I came to understand, all of that truth can now disappear, vanish into thin air because they came up with one allegation which doesn't even hold water anyway. they came up with this allegation with this surah. Oh, he likes Lat, Manat, and Uzza. They're holding on to it, and hoping somebody will watch that YouTube video and they'll have doubts about all of Islam because they found this one thing that I bet you nobody has answers to that. For entertainment purposes, sometimes I watch TikTok. Astaghfirullah. And I follow a number of atheists. I find a lot of entertainment personally in listening to atheists. I find it extremely entertaining. And sometimes they take shots at Muslims, which I'm waiting for. Not because I want to respond, because, allamahu shadidul quwa, you don't really need to feel the need to respond. It was entertaining too. Tumarunehu ala ma yera. That's my attitude towards it. So I listen to their arguments sometimes, what they say about Islam. And it's so cool what they do. It's really cute. They'll take something, they're an ayah, a hadith, something. They'll ugly misuse of it, completely misrepresent it, and then disprove their misunderstanding. And now that they've disproven their misunderstanding, they've disproven Islam. And it works on many Muslim youth because you guys don't spend time learning your own religion, don't learn your own book. So when they misrepresent your book, you're like, that's what it does say though, right? And then you start having doubts. And then you start arguing with your parents. Mom, I don't even know why you follow this religion. Watch this TikToker. And then your mom, she's a nice lady. She went to Umrah and everything. And she did Hajj and she fasted Ramadan and makes you your iftar and all of that. She's like, what is this new fitna? But she never studied Quran either, even though she's a devout Muslim. So because she was Muslim, because her parents were Muslim, so she doesn't know how to answer him. So she takes him to the Imam. Well, luckily, you have people like Sheikh Yasir Qadi and others here, but like she takes you some woman in Bangladesh and Pakistan and Australia and England. She takes your local Imam. He's asking these questions. We need ruqyah. Because clearly this guy's got a jinn on him. The only the jinn we have on us is the jinn keeping us from reading Quran. That's the jinn we have on us. Just say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and start reading Quran. And start contemplating Quran. And you know what it will do? It makes you what? Strong. It crushes doubts. You laugh at people that are trying to cast doubt. It doesn't shake you up. You know, when the Mi'raj happened, because we're going to read about the heavenly ascension tomorrow, right? Because this was the first meeting. This meeting is on earth. The next meeting is going to be in the sky. When they heard about the meeting in the sky, oh, so you believe in a flying prophet? He had intergalactic travel? This is what you believe. And you're saying this is a logical faith. Now they're going to press into that and you'll be like, I mean, maybe it's just like spiritual travel. Maybe it didn't really physically happen. And you start taking back steps because you feel like you're on the defensive because you have to try to give a logical response that meets the scientific criteria. Maybe it's just a subconscious journey. Maybe it was just a dream. All of these are attempts to do what? To take the literal away from it so that it fits with the materialistic narrative. Because you want to deny the unseen, the ability to journey in the unseen. Look at the language. Ra'a, yara, ma zagha al-basar, ma kadhaba al-fu'ad. See. Though he saw him on the horizon spiritually, he got up, he came close, he came this close, he came even closer. Is this figurative or is this literal language? This is literal language. And you're going to take all of that and do mental gymnastics and say, no. This was a spiritual journey, but he was physically still home. He just mentally traveled. No, this was a journey. This happened. And you have to develop confidence in why it happened. And that's inshallah ta'ala what we're going to try and do tomorrow. Tomorrow is probably the hardest session for me, but make dua, I'm able to do justice to it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for keeping you late. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.